years of problems. Only got real what's round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no. You better call back up. Don't really need down to finish. I don't play.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Buffalo Bills. I'll have scored.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Buffalo Bills. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round, standing 6'5". It's Josh Allen.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
He was good. Four touchdowns, one pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes. Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Timmy Jernigan forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground. Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's complete to McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Looking to throw. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, 1st down.
Yeah, I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's an elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for them to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. 3rd down here. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Ebron caught left side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Throwing now is Allen to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Robert Foster, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
On second down, McCaffrey. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And Thomas has it. A gain of 2, just like we saw on 1st and 2nd down as well. Deuce is wild.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago, 12 carries, 51 yards. They'll run with Taylor.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, #3 in the league in rushing within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
Allen off the play fake. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Allen trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. They'll drop the throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run with Taylor. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Open man is Gordon, complete.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Allen now looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there.
And this is caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And we take some time to spotlight T.Y. Hilton now. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the 2nd quarter.
And a lot of that is pride because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
And he probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. 23 yards on the play.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Allen's throw is complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. He's got it. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. We focus our attention now on T.Y. Hilton as he gets ready to head back onto the field. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up a throw, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. On 3, on 3. Motion, motion, motion.
On play action, Allen. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Allen going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded at about the 28. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. He'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And now past another. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board. And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Bills to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The give to Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back now in Buffalo. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 1st down, Armstrong. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Taylor. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistent. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Robert Foster with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, and that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
50, and watch that, and watch the ball.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Sammy Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
Bottom line, they want...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will shave one more off this lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point safely through. And they open the lead up now to 25. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 5-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And 9 yards there on the return.